Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. And today we're starting Act 2, and um, our objectives are to raid 3 settlements, to dismantle 5 slums. I was just taking a look at the map, and it looks like all the slums are in the northern part of the map. So we've got 2 here, 1 over here, a 4th here, um, 2 up here, another there, and there's nothing in the south. So, what I think I will do is I think we'll check out this supply cache, get some stuff there, come over to this city, and then I think we will buy up some supplies, get some manpower, get some ammunition, maybe a little bit of food, and then we're going to set out. We're going to visit these 2 slums. We'll see if we come back over here to visit this battlefield, but then we'll work our way up here to get this slum, come up through here, probably raid this town, take this slum, and then just move on down here to this slum and start circling our way back down through here. So that means we're going to be raising for sure these 2 cities. Maybe not this one. This is pretty good. It's got a lot of food, and I can buy things cheaper there, so probably not going to raid that one. Yeah, these ones I don't really want to raid. Maybe if we come across like a bad village, we'll raid that. But let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, that's helpful. And then let's come over here. And definitely need the manpower. So let's get that sorted. I think we also have some things to sell. Just curious, what do they have in the barracks? They've got field artillery, observation musketeers, lots of observation musketeers actually. Let's see, okay. So these guys I could eventually turn into artillery. I still want to outfit. I want to be using at least 2 more artillery units. I don't know if I actually want to have like a full 2 brigades of artillery, but I do want to have at least 6 is what I'm thinking. Let's make a note here that we've given them buckshot, because I'm liable to forget. And then yeah, I want to sell off all these items. These things we can keep for now. So let's go ahead and do that. I also want to be quicker about making decisions on things. And we need to get better muskets for our guys. So let's go ahead and let's buy up a little bit more manpower, a little bit more ammunition, and then let's just take a peek at everything. They've got Brummers here. Really good emplacements. This is kind of making me think twice about burning this place down. If I don't burn it down, what are the chances that I come back? Because I'd probably loop around and end up probably like around this area. Would I really come back all the way for these things? Kind of doubtful. This is a really good treatise. Oh man. Got 2 really good artillery treatises. I have a 3rd one. I just don't have the money for all this stuff. First things first. I do think we need to get some better muskets, because our Tulas just aren't cutting it. So let's go ahead and the Charleville would be good. I also like the Soule. Let's buy up these 2 for sure. And then there's a Potsdam. The Potsdam reloads very quickly, but it's not super accurate. probably rather have the land pattern. So let's do that. And let's get our guys equipped. So I'll give you good Charleville. I'll give you that, and you can have this. Take that. Let's see. You guys are fine using Tulas because you're supposed to be going into melee anyway. I know this will lengthen. Well, the thing is, I don't want to hurt their range. You guys can take a Delft. You guys can take the Unshoping. And now we have these Tulas in reserve, should we need them. Oh, I should get an officer, because they're cheaper here. Accuracy and reload. Range, stamina, supply wagon. What am I looking for? I really need a melee officer. So charge, melee, stamina. These are pretty good in a melee officer. Move speed, stamina. Also, okay, morale damage, stamina. Yeah, why don't I buy this guy? I'll need to sell a few more things. I don't think that's a problem. I have plenty of junk. Most of it being these entrenching tools. How much money do I need? 266. Okay. Perfect. So now we've got our guy here. He looks like a cavalry officer. So, oh, that's perfect. Now he looks like he's ready to lead grenadiers. Why don't I also change him? Just so that he looks more like a observation guy. I guess this is the only like red uniform they have. And then let's change you to also be an observation looking leader. And let's get you a hat. You'll be a lot happier with a hat. Yeah, we can do that one. Okay. So now we're good on money, good on, well, not good on money, but we will be once we raid this town. Good on food, good on manpower for the moment. So let's go ahead and let's do some raiding. Generating a ton of food, a ton of money. Oh, got some pretty good items there. And I do need to start saving some cavalry items because we're going to get a cuirassier, right? Once we raid 3 settlements. So let's keep the heavy saddle. The riding boots. The riding boots I will keep for now just because we're kind of lacking when it comes to cavalry items. I do want to use these better half gaiters on our guys. So let's make a switch here and make one here. You guys, do I want you to be faster? Oh no. You guys I could make a little bit faster if I wanted to. I guess that's the question, right? Is would I rather you have more stamina or more move speed? I'd rather you have the stamina. You can get these. Could I give you something else instead of shoes? Gotta be something that's more useful, right? Could give them cartridge boxes. Or, actually, they don't have a ration, so I could give them this tea. There, I like that. I'll give them a Tompion instead of the gun picks. Let's give you a little bit better movement speed. If I turn you into skirmishers, you'll be a lot faster, which is good. Be more accurate, you'll reload a little faster. And I will be much happier. Yeah. Then let's go ahead, get to these 2 slums, maybe come visit this battlefield. Yeah, let's see where all the armies are at. So one here, encamped army. How many units do they have? 19,000? It's really not that many. I mean, this patrol, maybe they've just got like a lot of artillery or cavalry in there. What about here? Okay, not bad. They've got a lot of infantry. Okay. Well, if we come over here, we'll definitely fight that army, this army. We'll fight them over here, come over here. And then by the time we get over here, we should be ready to take on those encamped armies. So let's then come visit this slum. And I'm gonna mute for a second to clear my throat. Okay, unfortunately took some attrition damage there, but we're gonna be able to keep on moving. Yeah, let's give them plenty of ammunition. We got some weapons, which is really good. So, what do we get? A good Tula, good Potsdam, and a Jönköping. So what we can do is give you guys the Potsdam. How did these compare? Gonna be better in just about every respect, so let's do that. And then you guys can... Here, I'll give you this. And then let's give a good Tula to our Grenadier unit. So he'll be a little bit better in melee. Now we have plenty of spare muskets if we need them. And we'll keep on moving. I do want to visit this battlefield. And then we'll come up here, get to the road, and work our way over here. There must be a village there because those guys stopped. Okay. Distribute some food and get a recruit infantry unit. Okay with that. Got surf recruits. I was hoping for observation, but that's alright. Let's get them Tulas. I'll give them the half gators. Give them the haversack. And maybe some coffee. And we'll put them to work somehow. Okay. Then let's get up here. Check out this encampment. Oh man. You guys are making us burn through all of our food. Fortunately, there's got to be a village over here that we can plunder. Okay. Could get 5 items and fight a field army. Which I think that's a good move. Let's do it. We want to fight armies. We want to be gaining experience. Got a good toe worm here. So, let's find someone to put that on. This you guys will have to do. Actually, yeah. Because this is the equivalent of a Tompion, but with a little bit of extra reload. And I'll give you a Tompion. And this, I think we sell it. I would maybe keep an excellent one, but even the good I feel like isn't that great. Okay, feel good about our army. Let's not have our, yeah, let's do that. I don't want our recruits going in with our officers. I feel good about the rest of these. So let's go ahead and fight this army. They're still about equal size to us, so they're pretty large. Got veteran musketeers, Freikorps musketeers, some hussars, which can cause trouble. Veteran musketeers. Okay. Definitely not a pushover army. Let's go ahead and get loaded in and then figure out what we're gonna do. Okay, we are loaded in. Our guys have marching orders, so their line is kind of interesting because they've got their veteran musketeers over here with some of the Prussian musketeers, veteran musketeers in the center, and then Freikorps veteran musketeers on the flanks. So honestly, they've got really strong units on the edges of both flanks and in the center of their line. So I'd say this is probably like the weakest spot because it's just Freikorps musketeers. But I feel like they generally have a strong line through and through. Got a lot of cavalry, so we'll need to keep an eye out for that. We are going to be taking up a defensive position in this town, trying to use this cover to our advantage. Let's go ahead and line up these veteran fusiliers over here. I'll have the life guard take position over here for now. I might need to move them around. We'll see. Maybe I can get the recruits into a good position over here. We'll just have to see. Oh, right. I did want to leave a opening over here for the artillery to fire through. Load up canister and then fire through there. Don't shoot the Jaegers. That's not going to go that well. Go as well as you think it is. I don't want to spread out too much here because they do have a lot of cavalry, so I want to stay a little more compact to respond to cavalry. Wow, this is providing like no cover. If I come back. That presents a lot of problems too. Let's go back up here, try to utilize whatever cover there is. We'll get our Chevaux de Frise out. closest grenadiers? Yeah, you are. Bring the general over here to help out. The Panders. Yeah, they are gonna get charged. Okay, they should just retreat out. And you guys come up. Let's get you guys back over here. Oh, you guys didn't need to run all the way up there. You guys don't need to run all the way in there over here. I don't even know what's going on there. Oh man, this is quickly devolving into a mess. You guys just hold your fire for now. Yeah. I might lose these grenadiers if the hussars charge into them. Okay. Oh my gosh, these misclicks. Okay, let's have you turn and shoot at them. You guys do the same. You hit them. You hit them. Let's bring all these surf recruits over. Alright, time to bring these guys back. Preobrazhensky are doing really well. Okay, let's just have you guys spread out for when they come back. You guys can open fire. Oh, they're actually shooting at the surf recruits. Interesting. Okay, and then let's send you in. Wow, that was a considerably bloody battle. We definitely need to get more veterancy on our guys. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go with the conscription because our losses were just so high. We need to make up for that. Okay, line infantry. Cover effectiveness is okay. Supply wagon is okay. But let's re-roll. Yeah, that's much better. And then for our other line brigade, we'll take the extra cover effectiveness and the decrease to the fire damage received. And we'll sell off most of these things. Okay. Let's then stay out of sight for now of that patrol. Let's come visit this slum and then go up to that town. I don't want to spend ammunition for just a few extra reservists. What we got here? Oh, converged grenadiers. Battalion artillery. Oh, a full-fledged unique unit. The problem is that I don't have the space for them. They don't have any like excellent items that I want to buy, so I might just take like a lot of manpower, a bunch of ammunition. And then I think we raid the town. Maybe we buy a little bit of food. And then do some raiding while we wait for that patrol army to come back to us. I also think I should give you these guys beer instead of coffee, since I'm trying to put them in melee. And then let's give them a blanket roll. Okay. Oh, nice. And we can upgrade you into reserve musketeers, which I will do for you guys. These guys I'm probably going to turn into artillery. Then let's raid. Oh wow, a lot of spontoons, heavy jackets. Okay. Then let's give you good beer. And hey, maybe instead of this blanket roll, I give you a good spontoon. And let's give you guys a good spontoon. And you guys could just use a spontoon in general. Same with you guys, you could also use a spontoon. What would I want to remove? I think my other concern is that I might just turn these guys into field hussars, because the skirmishers are just going to be one more unit that I have to watch out for. And like in that last battle, there was just so much micromanaging going on that I might just have to turn them into hussars and put our skirmisher dream to rest. Yeah, that kind of stinks to say, but I think that is what I will do. I think I'll be able to utilize the hussars. I think I'll be able to utilize the hussars better than I will these skirmishers. Okay. So back to business. I need to put a spontoon on them. So let's go ahead and take this away. It is helpful, but it's only a little helpful. Looks like the units who are still the most hurt are our grenadier units, unfortunately. Maybe we can drill for a day. Looks like we didn't get any upgrades from that. Okay, what are we up against? Veteran musketeers, 2 veteran musketeers, Freikorps grenadiers, a bunch of musketeers, and a sizable cavalry brigade. Well, let's get in there and then figure out what's next. Okay, we've loaded in, and we are doing something that might be a little bit risky. We are going to try to move our whole army across this river and get set up in defensive positions here. Their army is going to be very strong in melee because they've got 4 cavalry units, they've got a bunch of Freikorps units, and they've got these veteran Prussian musketeers. So we are banking on them taking their time to organize before coming towards us, and we're going to use that to get to get our army across the river and set up. And this is going to be advantageous to us because they should be fighting us in the open ground if we get into a shootout. And if they try to charge into us, they will have to run through the river, which is going to slow them down a lot, and it's going to drain their stamina. So we're hoping this works out in our favor. Let's see here. Okay, let's get our panders into open order and get them. Okay, let's do flexible. Then do open order. There we go. Okay, grenadiers are ready. These guys, let's get them in position. The Preobrazhensky... Here, the Preobrazhensky I will put on the flank here. These veteran fusiliers, they'll be on the line here. These guys be over here. Russian grenadiers get turned around. Surf recruits, same with you. And you guys. Yes, you guys need to start getting set up as well. Maybe I'll send you guys over here. You guys need to spread out. You're just gonna be here, right? Yeah, you'll be here, and you guys will set up to be right here. Send our Russian reserve musketeers over here just in case. Honestly, maybe I send the Preobrazhensky over here. Have you guys take up a spot here. Let's get you guys unlimbered and you. Okay, now we've got guys ready to provide melee support. The Preobrazhensky will come over here, ready to help out. Where is their cavalry? It's still like that, okay. Put you guys a little bit further forward. Same with you. Move you over just a little bit more so you can have a better firing angle if I put you guys, if I load you up with canister. Can I make you guys, it's like the tightest you can be like that? Okay, yeah, let's have you guys be really tight so that hopefully you're all able to fire through that hole. Shooting at Frycorps Musketeers. Frycorps Grenadiers, I'm okay with that. I prefer the veteran Musketeers get shot though. Jeez, didn't land anything. actually, maybe we move you down over here. You have you guys over here. Actually, for right now, let's just keep all you guys here close by, ready to react if the cavalry charges in. There they come. Yeah, let's try to run away a little bit. Okay, turn around and charge them. And then send you guys in to help out. Please fire. Looks like they're coming across the river. Let's get in a position to hit them. Okay, good. You guys come back. You've done plenty for the moment. Okay, they do have cavalry coming back. Let's take one shot and then refocus fire on them. These grenadiers are spent. Let's bring them to the back. You hit them, and you guys focus fire on them. Brzezinski, take your shot, and then let's switch over to buckshot. Pull you guys back. You hold your fire. Surf recruits, get ready. You guys turn around. Okay, fire. Okay. You guys hold your fire for now. Charge in. And let's get back in front. Where's our general? Let's bring him over. Looks like he got pulled into melee. Let's pull him out. Okay, we're not gonna catch them. Observation recruits didn't really do anything, fortunately. These guys gonna recover? No, they won't. Okay. Then let's have you guys set up over here. And we'll start. Oh, okay. These guys recovered. Okay, let's actually pull you guys back. You guys hold your fire. I don't know how they're shooting through my Pander musketeers, but they are. Fire. Alright. I'd say that went a lot better than the previous battle. We were just a tad bit more organized this time. Got some good loot, took quite a few losses. I'm gonna go with the veterancy because I think we really need to be upgrading some of our lower end units like these recruits. And then I know you guys can upgrade, so let's do that. Okay, they need one more veterancy to become field hussars. Alright, let's go ahead and keep on moving. Let's come check out this outpost. Ooh, a tough enemy field army. A weak enemy field army. Man, I know that we really struggled with that other field army. I would be very hesitant to fight a tough one. A weak one we could do. It would eat up a week's worth of time, but I do think that's more doable. We also just have so much, like, junk. Just thinking, the other thing that we could do is we could come up here. I could sell off all of our junk. That should bring us up to 2,400, and then I can purchase a new brigade. And then we could raid the town, get the cuirassiers, and we would get an artillery unit from this. So that would bring us up to like 18 units, and then maybe we could fight a tough field army. And in terms of time, I mean, I think that should be around... I think we could do that like within a week and be a lot stronger for it, so maybe we do that. Let's force march our way up here. And sell off our things here. Yeah, sell that. Anything worthwhile here? We do have excellent beer, so I'll buy that. Excellent Neustats. I am gonna need... I'm going to need to outfit our cuirassiers. So maybe I can buy like a good horse for them. Like these Hungarian horses. And then I could sell off like this and this. These guys I can keep for the settled hussars. For bonus and max range, it's like marginally useful. Yeah, let's definitely sell that. Sell this. Sell that. And the cross pendants, I really need. I would rather use a toe worm than these buckets, so I can sell the buckets. I have plenty of toe worms. Let's sell the worn musket and the sturdy shoes. Okay. I'm good with all of that. So now... Ammunition is expensive here. I don't want to buy ammunition. But... could... buy up some manpower. We're gonna need 2,400. Let's buy up the manpower. I still have like 200 to play around with. Could buy surf recruits, and then I have another unit ready to go into this brigade. Yeah, maybe I do that. And then let's go ahead and raid this town. Okay. So now we definitely have enough money to upgrade into another division. Or sorry, brigade, not division. Okay, so let's do that. Bring down this guy, bring down him. Get you heavy saddles. You've got really good melee. Let's give you your horse. There we go. And excellent beer. Oh, and why don't we give you a good heavy jacket? Okay. And then you guys, this for now, are going to be... guys for now are going to be a backup, another like backup melee unit. So I'll give you a blanket roll. Yeah, full gators. I don't really have any more like good melee items. I got some charge on him, but I was looking for like beer or something. Oh, here's beer. Okay. And I can definitely sell off this water bucket. Let's go. I have a lot of stuff I actually need to sell. I have a lot of stuff. Okay. Then let's come over here. I think we're just a little oh boy. We're like 500 men short on these grenadiers. Kinda don't want to go into battle with them so messed up. Maybe we force march over here, force march back. Because I really do want to fight this tough field army and get the free artillery unit out of it. Yeah, it's gonna eat a lot of provisions. We do that. Probably not as many. We have a lot of provisions and we're gonna be raiding. And we can buy food for cheap over here. Let's go ahead and force march. Yeah, let's know where all the encounters are. I was hoping this army would come up further and not turn around and go back down. We might... At this point, I think it would be trouble to come over here and try to run into them. I think we just fight the tough field army and then come over here and try to fight them when they come back. Okay. So let's do that. We got Russian field artillery out of it. We've got some good 6-pounder guns. Let's go ahead and them ready for a battle. What else can I give them? I could give them your ammo usage 24. What are you guys? 20? Sure, let's give them that. And then a good canteen. I think that's plenty good. Could give them a horseshoe. Anything else useful I could give them? I could give them a canteen. Yeah, I could give them this really good canteen. And then they should get a combat effectiveness bonus because they're above 75 stamina. And you guys I could give a canteen to as well, which I might do. Okay. With that, I think we're ready to fight this tough field army. Hopefully not get our teeth kicked in. they've got a lot of... Oh, Fusiliers. Okay. I'm not so worried about Fusiliers. I thought they were Grenadiers. Although there are a lot of converged there are a lot of Fusiliers here. Okay, they've got a fair bit of cavalry, not too many. Fair amount of artillery. It's mostly these Grenadiers, Converged Fusiliers, and Veteran Musketeers that I'm concerned about. And the cavalry, of course. But we'll load in and hopefully we'll be able to fight our way out of this one. Okay, we're back, loaded in. We're on a pretty good defensive map. I did make a mistake though, and when I was setting up my units, I didn't realize that these two observation units weren't with the others. So, I'm just gonna hope that we don't get punished for that. Fortunately, I think that they're moving up slowly enough to where it doesn't really matter. In any case, we're going to have our veteran Fusiliers holding the line here in the woods. We're going to set up our Lighthorn and our new 6-pounder unit here on the hill. Our 2 Iron 3-pounders are going to be on the road back here providing fire support. Our Bronze 3-pounder is going to be over here supporting this side of the line. And that is because I think this side of the line is more dangerous. It's got Grenadiers, it's got Converged Fusiliers, a couple of Prussian Fusiliers. This side of the line is also decently dangerous, but I think it's really only these 2 units that that provide the biggest threat, and so I'm more concerned about the 3 units over here than I am about the 2 over here. And honestly, I'm most concerned about these 3 because, I mean, honestly, 4 to 5. Because these guys are all really good at charging in, and I don't want to get into a melee fight if I can help it. So now we're going to start spreading our units out. I mean, we could even be back further, so that these guys are like forced to come into the river. Actually, let's do that. And surf recruits are going to provide support. Grenadiers are going to be over here, spread out a little bit. These guys moved up a little bit more. These guys too. Okay, you guys made it. Good job. Let's get you spread out. Observation Musketeers over here. Let's move the Cuirassiers this way. And lumber you guys. Unlimber, unlimber. Honestly, they don't seem to be really coming this way too much. I might move you guys a little bit further this way. Also might move the Preobrzeński. Well, we'll see exactly what they do. Let's definitely move our general. Here, let's have you shoot at the Cuirassiers and keep shooting at the artillery. Shoot one more volley at the artillery, I'll allow it. Especially as they have other units marching up. Also, it looks like these guys are bugged and they're not going to set up, which I'm totally fine with. Maybe we move the Preobrazhensky over there. And the observation musketeers we can move wherever they're needed. I'll move the reserve musketeers this way. Let's start shooting their cavalry if we can. Okay, why don't we come up a little bit more here? Okay, let's put you guys out this way. Okay, let's send you into melee, send you into melee. Let's get you guys a little bit closer. Floor cuirassiers out. Okay, no big developments over here. Guys have gotten decently messed up. I'm gonna pull them back. You guys can open fire. You're getting shot at. And why don't we switch you guys to buckshot? Yeah. And let's move the cuirassiers over there. Well, I was gonna say let's move them over. You guys can open fire. Move you forward a little bit. What their cavalry is up to. Probably should just left the probably should have just left the Panders in place. Oh right, I never sent you guys in, or you guys. Okay, let's just run you guys. Of the reserve musketeers providing support. Okay, yeah, we beat them. Focus those hussars. And it's cavalry to worry about. We start moving up our recruits. Very nice. Okay, this time we're not just gonna let our Panders absorb the charge. It did take losses, but it wasn't egregious. I think now all they have is this artillery, which we will knock out here in a minute. Okay, nice. Some of our units did take quite a few losses, but it wasn't, I don't think our losses were too bad compared to the first time we fought a field army. Yeah, we kept it well under 5,000, so I'm happy with that. New artillery did pretty well. Old artillery did fairly well as well. I think these guys I had shooting like the cuirassiers or hussars or whatever the whole time, so that's why they didn't rack up a ton of kills, but I'm still happy with the damage that they did. We kept their, except for these hussars, I think these are the guys that charged our pander musketeers when I was trying to make them fall back, but they didn't have time. So these guys did do some damage, but it wasn't too bad. Overall, that was good. I think we managed to pressure their grenadiers and their fusiliers such that we didn't get charged, which was good. We don't, you know, I was gonna say, oh, let's get the ammunition because we're low, but we can always take ammunition off of like our surf recruits and our grenadiers. Those guys don't really need it. We don't need the casualty restoration because we have enough men. Let's go with the veterancy. Try to get our guys promoted. Honestly, I thought the Pander Musketeers actually did pretty well in that last battle. So I might keep them. I was able to keep a closer eye on them. I think we'll keep them. Let's go field artillery here. Field artillery here. I need to get better cannons for our guys. We are short on ammunition, so let's take away from our grenadiers. And can take away from some of our other units as well. What do I want to do with you guys? I realize that you guys should probably be over here. So then what do I do here? Do I go for... Okay, well I definitely want one more artillery unit. Maybe this guy could be like another artillery unit. But maybe for them I go with the... do I get the converged musketeers? Do I try to turn them into artillery and have our dream of 2 big brigades of artillery? Let's definitely upgrade our observation musketeers. Observation recruits still needs some more veterancy on them. Let's get our line brigades upgraded. That extra reload is pretty decent. Let's take it. Range is okay. Accuracy is better. Combat effectiveness is also very good. Let's take the combat effectiveness. Charge and move speed? Oh, that would be really good for our grenadiers. Here, let's give that to you. The tobacco for you. Infantry hangars. I know someone's got them. Yeah, you guys do. Let's make that swap. Okay. Sure. Okay. I think probably sell off all of these small timber chests. So let's separate them out. Actually, I can do that off stream. It's probably kind of boring. I'll probably do some inventory sorting off stream. We'll go ahead and end the episode here. Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. As always, if you're enjoying the content, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things support my channel, and I would really appreciate your support. So thanks everyone. We'll see you in the next video.